Hi, I'm Frankie, and in this video, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know to get started with Azure API Management. I worked at Microsoft for years, and the best place for customers to get started with Azure API Management was for us to help them go through the Azure API Management Hands-on Lab. This lab required for them to set aside 8 or more hours to go through this lab with us step by step. And while those 8 hours were extremely valuable to the customer, I decided to create a video series so that you could get that same lab experience on demand and in a shorter period of time. This is the first of those videos, and I'll add a link to the lab in the description if you want to follow along or just do it on your own. With that being said, let's dive right in. Before we talk about Azure API Management, we need some building blocks in place. So let's talk about what an API gateway is, and for that, we need to know what an API is. So looking at the screen, we have a front-end service and a back-end service. This is a traditional programming model when it comes to how a website, which would be considered the front-end service, could interact with a back-end service to get any type of data or functionality that is going to be needed for that front-end service to work. The front-end service is the visual and what you see. It's a website, it's a mobile app, it's something on your desktop, and it reaches out to a back-end service, typically where there's logic that takes place. In order to do that, it uses an API, an application programming interface, using a protocol like HTTP in order to do this. Another way I like to think about this is using a restaurant example, where the front of a restaurant is the visual that you see. It's the front end of the whole operation. And you have a menu that is your list of requests that you can make to your server. Your server then goes back to the kitchen to make your food and send it back to you. And that is the response to your request. In this idea, the waiter or waitress is your API that allows any type of request from your menu to go to the back end and come back to you. Now, most applications don't just have one back-end service. A lot of times they'll be reaching out to multiple back-end services for multiple different functions. And this is without an API gateway. So the application would reach out directly to different back-end services, and those back-end services would respond back with any information that the application requested. But the thing is, this can get kind of complicated when we start adding in multiple applications. Because then we have multiple applications that are interacting with multiple backends, and all these backends might not be the exact same. Some of them might respond with different formats. Some of them might not always be functioning properly. These applications might have different requirements because they may be coming from different devices. All of these things need to be figured out by each of these different applications or backend services without an API gateway, which is why an API gateway is tremendously helpful. It takes all of the intermediate logic that happens before a backend service gets a request, and it changes it and modifies it so that everything can get normalized. It can be governed and controlled so that APIs that come through your API gateway will only get to the backend service exactly the way you want it. So the API gateway ultimately decouples the logic it takes to interact with the API from the backend service and puts it in the middle into this API management solution. And then this is where Azure API Management comes in. Azure API Management is a platform as a service enterprise solution that allows you to abstract, secure, manage, and publish your APIs. So in Azure API Management, you have that gateway that all the applications make requests to. And all those different services, backend services, will be in the cloud or on-premise or wherever you have them hosted. Azure API Management has your management plane that allows all of your administrators to make changes and add policies and anything that they want to control or monitor to make your APIs accessible the way you want them so that it fits your requirements and your specifications. And the developer portal is provided so that the app developers who create the different applications that interact with your gateway know how the format for responses and requests need to be in order to use the different APIs that they're consuming. So they will see on your developer portal all the requirements, subscriptions, products that you make available to them that they can use in those apps so that all of the governance that you have in place for your APIs are followed to a T. There's a bunch of features that Azure API Management provides, and you can check out the 1-minute overview video that I created and added in the description. And you can also see in the lab all the different features that are available, and you'll see them too as we go through these different videos. These are the 3 steps you need to follow before you can get started with the Azure API Management Lab. We'll run through them all so that you can check off to see if they're completed or not. You're going to need access to the Azure portal. You're going to need to create an Azure account for this if you don't have one, or you need to request access from your organization admin. You're going to need an active Azure subscription, which you can check once you have access to the Azure portal when you go to subscriptions. And you'll need a contributor role access or greater to a resource group where you'll create your Azure API Management resource. First, we'll see if you have access to the Azure portal. If you go to portal.azure.com, it'll take you to the Azure portal dashboard that you have set up, if you have one, and nothing shows up and it looks like you don't have an Azure account, then you might need to create an Azure account. You can go to azure.microsoft.com to get started with your new account in Azure, where you'll get a ton of free resources right off the back for 12 months and a $200 credit for your first month. And then everything is just pay as you go, but there's still a lot of free options. So you definitely check that out if you need to create a new Azure account for this. Or you'll need to request access from your admin at your organization, and they can go through something like this in order to give you that access. Next, let's check if you have an active Azure subscription in your Azure portal. You can go up to subscriptions. Once you go to your subscriptions, you'll be able to see your current role for an active Azure subscription. You'll see your role, you'll see if the subscription is active, and you'll know that that is the subscription you can use when you're creating your Azure API Management resource. Lastly, when you know you have access to the Azure portal and an active subscription, you'll want a resource group that you actually have contributor role access to or greater. So within this resource group that's currently empty, where I will create my API management resource, I can go over to access control. And within here, I can click this to view my current access. I can see for me, I have owner level access, which is the highest level access you can have because it's my subscription. I can check the roles here to see other built-in roles that exist, where contributor and owner are the 2 highest roles that you would want for this lab, or you'd want a custom role that is created that has the same level as contributor level access or greater. Once you've completed these 3 steps, you're ready to move forward with the Azure API Management Lab. If they're still not completed, I've added resources in the description so that you can get started with them now. If you want to see videos on how to create an Azure account, an Azure subscription, or create some contributing role access for a resource group, let me know in the comments and I can consider creating those videos sometime soon. If this video was helpful for you, please like it and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I'll be creating more videos for this API management series in the coming weeks. And if you missed the overview video on Azure API Management in 1 minute, you can find that video here. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.